Hi there, students. My name is Miss Asher, and this is Lesson 6 of Unit 2 in your writing journal. So for today's activity, we're going to be writing another paragraph. So we are going to actually be writing a paragraph about the best day ever. So you're going to be writing about a memory you have that's really happy, and you're going to be giving all the details of that memory in a paragraph. So before we get started, I want to review a couple things about paragraphs so we make sure that we remember all the parts and are prepared to write our very own paragraph about the best day ever. So you'll remember this chart, this lovely hamburger chart that we have that is going to tell you about all the different parts of a paragraph. So remember that we start with our topic sentence, which is like our top bun, which is going to tell the reader what our paragraph is about and sort of set the stage for the rest of our burger. So in the middle of our paragraph, we're going to have 3 supporting sentences, which are going to give details about our topic. And remember that these details are all going to be related to our topic because a paragraph is going to have several sentences that all share the same idea. So they're all about the same thing. So we have our topic sentence, and then 3 supporting sentences that give extra details and information about our topic. And then down at the bottom, we're going to close off our paragraph with our bottom bun, which is going to be our concluding sentence, which is going to just wrap up those ideas nicely. It's going to relate back to our topic and just sort of close things out with a nice little bow or a bottom bun on our burger. So now that we have reviewed the parts of the paragraph, I'm going to show you what I wrote and what my brainstorming process looked like for writing about my best day ever. So I'll go ahead and show you. I went ahead and wrote this out because there was so much to write and I didn't want to bore you with too much time of me just staring and writing. So I went ahead and wrote it out, and now I'm going to walk you through what my thought process looked like at every step of the way. So my topic sentence says, "The best day ever was when I was 8 and we got my dog Zoe." So this was a really happy memory for me that I immediately thought of when I was trying to think about the best day ever. So I went ahead and wrote about my dog Zoe. So that was our topic sentence. Oh, and speaking of pets, here's my cat Mira, who once again is going to join us. Say hi, Mira. Now she's just gonna sit down and try not to interrupt me as I'm trying to teach you guys all. Okay, so we had our topic sentence, and then I needed a good detail. So what did I think of when I started thinking about what happened on that best day? I wanted to go ahead and describe Zoe, so I put a detail in there about what Zoe was like. So my first supporting sentence, that's maybe the cheese in our burger once we've gotten that first bun on there, the top bun. So our cheese, let's say, is Zoe was a Labradoodle, which is a mix between a lab and a poodle. So have you guys heard of a Labradoodle? It's a type of dog that has curly hair because it's a mix of a lab, like a Labrador Retriever, and a poodle. So that's my first supporting sentence. My second supporting sentence, I was thinking, what are some other things that I remember about that day when we got Zoe? Because that's the day I'm writing about. So I wrote about how Zoe was a little bit nervous. So I wrote, Zoe was a little nervous when she came home with us, but she warmed up quickly, which means she adjusted quickly and wasn't nervous after a little while. And so then once I've written those 2 supporting sentences, I'm going to need one more sentence to give some more details about this best day ever. So I think about, what is it that we did after we brought Zoe home? Well, we played with her all day. So I'll go ahead and write about that for my third supporting sentence of my third detail. So maybe that's the juicy meat or the tomato or the lettuce in my burger. Let's see. So supporting sentence 3 says, that first day my brother and I played with her in the backyard for hours. Oh, excuse me, Mira. And you'll notice that I put an exclamation point at the end because I wanted that to be an exciting sentence. It says, we played with her in the backyard for hours. So remember that we also want to practice our good sentence writing skills when we are, you really want to join in, Mira, don't you? We are practicing our good sentence writing skills when we are writing our paragraph. So you'll notice I have capital letters and punctuation in all of my sentences. And so now once we've written all of our details, we're going to write our conclusion sentence, which again is just going to wrap up our paragraph. It's going to remind the reader what we're talking about and just be a nice little ending piece to our nice paragraph. So my conclusion sentence says, I will never forget how happy I was to have Zoe become part of our family. All right, and so now that I've taken you through the draft process, we're ready to take this draft and publish it, which is to make it a final version. So we're going to take out all of the outlines that we did of where we wrote topic and S1 and S2 and conclusion. So I'll just go ahead and wipe those off so that this turns into a full paragraph. And you will do this by rewriting these sentences in the space below the area where you drafted them. So you'll put this on this page in your writing journal, but since I went ahead and wrote it out on here, I just erased the outlining words that I'd written. So now it looks like a full paragraph, and I'll read it from start to finish. So this is how I took my story from a rough draft into a published paragraph. So let's read it from start to finish. It says, the best day ever was when I was 8 and we got my dog Zoe. Zoe was a Labradoodle, which is a mix between a lab and a poodle. Zoe was a little nervous when we brought her home with us, but she warmed up quickly. That first day, my little brother and I played with her in the backyard for hours. I will never forget how happy I was to have Zoe become part of our family. All right, and so that is my paragraph about the best day ever, or at least one of the best days ever that I wanted to share with you guys. So now that we have reviewed about how to write a paragraph and I showed you my example, I hope that you got some good ideas and are inspired to write your own paragraph about your best day ever. And I hope that you have a fun time and that it brings a smile to your face when you're talking about those happy memories. So again, you want to remember to use those skills from our earlier lessons by adding your capital letters at the beginning of sentences and for proper nouns, and then also putting punctuation at the end of your sentences. And you also want to make sure you practice your neat handwriting so that your audience can read your paragraph, maybe after you write it, if you want to show it to a family member or a friend or a teacher or somebody that would like to hear about your best day ever. So I hope that you guys enjoy this activity, and I will see you for our next lesson. Bye, STAIR students.